Hey guys, it's me, and today I wanted to do the Get Your Freak On 15 Weird Facts tag. It probably is like the weirdest title for a tag that I've heard so far, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I watched like 3 videos of it. I watched 11th Gorgeous. They did it first. That was the first one that I saw, at least. And then I saw Juicy Star 07 do it, and then my friend Starry Cutie 21. Yeah, I almost said her old username, but anyway, they all did it, and I watched those, so I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And so, yeah, I have it here on my phone. Let's get started. Question number 1. What's a nickname only your family calls you? My family in general doesn't necessarily have a nickname for me. They call me Tiffany. I have a lot of friends that have nicknames for me, and almost every person has a different nickname for me. Like, some of my friends will call me Cookie, some will call me Blondie, some will call me Barbie, some will call me Tiff. I hate it when people call me Tiffy. I let a few people do that, and it's only like my really good friends, like my best friends. My Uncle TT, I let him call me Tiffy. He calls me Tiffy Whiffy. And I hate it, but I let him call me that. And if you call me Tiffy, I might just virtually slap you. So don't call me Tiffy. My friend Dustin tried calling me Tiffy, and no, that I ignored him. I started calling him Dusty because he hates being called Dusty. But yeah, Tiffy Whiffy, Tiffy Poo, that's the kind of stuff my family calls me. I hate it. My mom calls me Laney Baney, because my middle name is Elaine, so she calls me Laney Baney, or Laners, or Laney, or whatever. Baners. That one's weird. I'm like, she'll be like, Baners. I'm like, dude, what is that? Like, no. Anyway, so, yeah, everybody has, like, different nicknames for me. Okay, question number 2. What's a weird habit of yours? Whenever I'm standing still for something, like if I'm doing my makeup or my hair and I'm standing when I do it, or if I'm cooking, or just something where I have to stand in one place for a long time and I'm just like kind of bored, I cross my ankles, and it's really weird, but my ankles just like have to cross over, and I stand there like I'm in like a ballet position or something. It's the weirdest thing, and I don't know why I do it. And I try to stand normally and uncross my ankles, but I just can't do it. I have to cross my ankles when I'm standing still for a long length of time. It's weird. Like when I brush my teeth, when I do my makeup, when I do my hair, if I'm standing for those things. Most of the time I'm sitting, but yeah, it's weird. If I'm standing one place, I cross my ankles. Question number 3. Do you have any weird phobias? Well, I will go like this, like rub at my arms, or when I'm sleeping I will I freak out and I'm like, ah! Like I have to rub my arms and my legs when I'm trying to sleep if I'm still awake, because I'm always terrified that there's a spider in my bed. So it's not just like terrified of a spider when I see it, because I will kill like a daddy long leg or anything smaller than that, but if it's like bigger than that, I won't touch it. I'll get someone else. But I'm terrified of spiders, but I try not to be so terrified. I try to be brave. I'm not as terrible as my sister. My younger sister has arachnophobia really bad, and I think I said that right. Arachnophobia, something like that. But yeah, I'm not as scared, because she won't even kill a daddy long leg or anything smaller than that. I will, but yeah, I'm always terrified that the spiders are in my bed, like under my blankets. Yeah, I guess that's a weird phobia. Number 4, what song do you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? There's a lot of songs, like almost any song that I listen to, I love to blast, and I will sing along to any song that I listen to that I know, because I'm a singer, so any song that I know, if I know the song, I'm going to sing along to it. I don't care who's around, kind of thing. I love to sing. So I guess the ones that I secretly like to blast and blare that I don't like I'll pause it if somebody like knocks on my door and I'm like, did they hear it? Like I freak out a little bit, is really, I know which one. Eenie Meenie by Justin Bieber and Sean Kingston. That song is like the catchiest song I've ever heard. I really enjoy it, and it's fun to belt out. Number 5, what's one of your biggest pet peeves? One of my biggest pet peeves is when boys don't flush the toilet and they leave the seat up. I live with 3 teenage boys, and, well, no, there's 5 guys in my house total. And so a lot of them don't like to flush or put the seat down for the 3 of us girls that live in the house. Number 6, what's one of your nervous habits? Okay, I have apparently done this for a really long time, and I never knew about it until back at the end of May. I was at a concert, and I was at the meet and greet, and it was like my favorite band, and I'd met them like 3 other times before. This was like the 4th time I'd seen them live, and we were just hanging out, chilling, and I started like cracking my knuckles like this, like, and I was like just popping my knuckles like I always do, and I've always done it apparently, and my mom was like, stop cracking your knuckles, and I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, you crack your knuckles when you're nervous, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm not nervous, am I? Like, it was my favorite band, so I guess maybe I was a little nervous, although I had met them several times before, and I'd talked with them before and everything. I'm like, why would I be nervous? Like, I don't know. Am I nervous? Like, I don't know. But apparently I was nervous, and so apparently my nervous habit is popping my knuckles, because I later realized, like, the next time I was nervous, I realized I was popping my knuckles like crazy, and I would just like keep doing it, and now it's like something that's like in the front of my mind. Every time I'm nervous, I realize I'm popping my knuckles, or every time I pop my knuckles, I realize I had to think, am I nervous, or am I just popping my knuckles because I want to? So it's like this weird thing. Yeah, that's my weird nervous habit. Number 7, what side of the bed do you sleep on? I sleep in the middle, I guess. I kind of roll around a lot when I'm trying to fall asleep, so I'll start on the one side, and then I'll roll over to the other side, and then I'll lay back in the middle, and then I'll roll over, and I kind of move from left to right to middle, and I probably should work on that, because if I ever get married someday, I might have to deal with that. Probably should nip that habit in the butt while I can. Number 8, what was your first stuffed animal and what was its name? It was a stuffed dog. It was like a beagle. My mom swears that it was a St. Bernard, but I don't think it was. I think it was a beagle, but I don't know. I always thought it was a beagle, but maybe it was a St. Bernard, or maybe it was a combination. It wasn't big enough to be a St. Bernard, but I guess it was a puppy, so it could have been. I don't know, but its ears were too long to be a St. Bernard, I think, and its head was too big, and its body was too small, kind of thing. I don't know, but it was this cute little stuffed dog, and I took him everywhere. I was on this Wizard of Oz kick for a while when I was younger, and I was like 3 or 4 years old when my parents gave me this stuffed dog, and I think it was like supposed to be like a Christmas present that they hid, and I found it, so they let me have it early or something. I don't know, but I named him Toto from the Wizard of Oz because I was just like totally like addicted to the Wizard of Oz at that time in my life, and I took Toto everywhere. I swear, most of my childhood memories include that stuffed dog. My mom says I would take the thing everywhere. I have pictures of me like snuggling with it, like, because when I sucked my thumb until I was 8 years old. Yes, I know. Sad story. Sad, true story. Yeah. True sad story? I don't know. Anyway, but I have pictures of me holding Toto in one hand and my thumb in my mouth, and it was just, yeah, I was cute, but, yeah, that would be Toto. He was a stuffed dog, and I loved him to pieces. I lost him one day. It was tragic. I was heartbroken for, like, months. I still am not quite over it entirely. I miss Toto. Number 9. What's the drink you always order at Starbucks? I, for the longest time, would never buy anything from Starbucks because I thought it was only coffee, and I don't drink coffee. I'm a really picky eater, so I was like, I don't drink coffee, and I went there after a concert one night with my sister and my youth pastor and his wife, and they're like, oh, do you want anything? And I was like, oh, no, thanks, I don't drink coffee. And they're like, they have non-coffee drinks. I'm like, really, they do? And they're like, yeah, they have like these smoothies and stuff. And I was like, oh. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll try one of those. So they suggested that I try the strawberry and cream frappuccino. And I love it. I get it every time I go. It's like so delicious. And I really, with any restaurant or place like that I go to, I get the same thing every time I go. Number 10, what's the beauty rule you always preach but you never actually practice? I guess there's a couple. I'm pretty bad about that. I tell people to remove their makeup at night and to wash their face every morning and every night, and I don't. I'm really bad about that. I've been getting better about removing my makeup every night unless I'm like super tired or I don't have any wipes if I run out or something. But other than that, I'm really good about wiping off my makeup. I just don't wash my face. And I tell people, make sure you wipe off your makeup and you wash your face, because with a wipe you don't remove all of it, and also if you have bad wipes like me, you totally don't get all of it, so you really need to wash your face, and I don't do that. I'm pretty bad about that. I only wash my face when I'm in the shower, and yeah, so I don't wash my face every night because I shower in the morning. Speaking of the shower, number 11, which way do you face in the shower? I think this is probably like the stupidest question that could be asked, because is there really a right or wrong way to face in the shower? Don't you need to face all the different ways in order to get everything clean? I mean, I face the front when I'm washing the front side of my body, the back when I'm washing the back side, and left and right when I'm washing those sides. You know, I move around a lot, I guess. Is there a right or wrong answer to that? Because I just think it's a stupid question if you ask me. Number 12, do you have any weird body skills? I don't think so. Number 13, what's your favorite comfort food / food that's bad for you but you love to eat it anyway? I would probably have to say, well, I'm pretty bad about eating junk food. I kind of live off of junk food because I'm such a picky eater that there's not many things that I actually do eat. So I can't like go on diets or anything because otherwise I would starve. Because I will literally refuse to eat certain things. I will refuse to even touch certain foods. I'm kind of a diva when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm a really picky eater. I will swear that I am the world's pickiest eater. I will challenge anyone who thinks otherwise. I am the pickiest eater in the world. It's just ridiculous. And I know I should be grateful for, you know, I should be grateful for these foods, but I'm like, I gag when I get near certain foods. I'm like, no, I won't even try it because I gag just by the odor of it. I'm not going to put something in my mouth that makes me gag. It's just, ew. So I would probably have to say that the food, my comfort food, or the food that I eat, even though it's bad for me, I will eat a lot, is cookies. I love cookies. My nickname is actually Cookie. I have a bunch of friends that call me Cookie. I really like cookies. Cookies are good. There's a few cookies that I don't like I don't like macadamia nuts or white chocolate chips or oatmeal or raisins. But other than that, I will eat almost any kind of cookie. I'm like a cookie junkie. I love cookies. Number 14, it's time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? It differs on the time of the year, like the seasons and stuff. Depending on the time of the year, it depends on what I will wear to sleep. I usually wear pajamas, but if I'm tired enough and my pajamas aren't clean, then I'll wear whatever I was wearing that day to sleep. Like I'll wear jeans and a shirt to sleep, a regular shirt to sleep if I have to. I can sleep in almost anything except for a skirt. A skirt or a dress, I can't sleep in that. That's just awkward and uncomfortable. Number 15, what's a phrase or exclamation you always say? Say dude, and like, and yeah, a lot. I'm like, dude, yeah. I'm like, dude, yeah. That's like my catchphrase, sort of, except for I break it up and mix it up. Anyways, so that was my Get Your Freak On 15 Weird Facts tag video thing-majig. And I plan on making more videos soon. I'm excited for it. But anyways, if you're watching this, I tag you because I don't know anyone in particular to tag, so I'm not going to tag anyone in particular because the only person that I think would do it already did it. So yeah, if you're watching this and you didn't do the tag already, then you should do it. And then leave it as a video response so I can watch it. And yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.